In 2014, I invested about 60,000 Ghana cedis without doing research of the area of trade I want to go into. And from that, my business failed. I've worked for companies like McDonald's. I've worked for companies like Argos. The system and how things are done in the United Kingdom and how things are done in Ghana is absolutely different. I mean, the mindset is different. Ghana is like a gold mine where you can make so much money. Yeah, you see, there's so much freedom in Ghana that you cannot get that type of freedom if you're in the United Kingdom. As a black man, you are always capped, no matter what. There's like a ceiling level. For a good running lounge, you can make about profits over 50,000 Ghana cedis a week. Now, my business in Ghana makes me more money than the business in UK. Money goes like water in Ghana.
Welcome to today's episode of My Business Story, where real entrepreneurs share the raw, unfiltered journey behind their brands. We explore the moment that shaped their hustle, the challenges they've overcome, and the lessons they are still learning. Whether you are building your own business or just love a good story, you are in the right place. Let's get into it.
My name is Nana Kojo Adjei. I'm also known as FK. FK stands for French Kiss DJ. That's my full DJ name, French Kiss DJ. The name of the business is called FK Lounge. So the FK stands for the French Kiss. So I have various types of business. I have a media company called FK Media House. I have a hair salon in London and it's called FK Hair Lounge. So French Kiss DJ. So I always started with FK. So FK Lounge, FK Hair Lounge, FK Media, French Kiss DJ. I've actually operated my lounge. This Christmas will be 10 years. So in 2014, I was poached by a company in Ghana, a very big radio station in Ghana, to come and DJ. So in the United Kingdom, I have various businesses, but I decided to take that challenge and leave and come to the motherland because I've always had love to be in my country. So I left the United Kingdom. I left my family, I left my wife, everyone, and decided to take that risk and move to Ghana. So I came to Ghana. I was on this radio station, and after 2 years, I just got a call from the human resource manager. But please, can you check your email? I went to check it, only to find out that I've been fired. At that moment, I was really let down. I was really let down because one of the main reasons why I was let down was because the information didn't come actually from the CEO himself, because he's the one that gave me the job. He's the one that called me in London. He's the one that assured me that, you know what, I'm going to take you to higher heights. Come to Ghana, leave the United Kingdom, leave London. You're doing so well in that country. Forget there, come to Ghana. This is where it's happening. So I was all excited. So coming to Ghana, within 2 years, that change happened, and just being fired and not being able to not getting the call from the person that brought me in. It let me down, but also I love the fact that I'm here in Ghana. So even though I was upset, I still have mad love for the CEO. I don't see him, we've never spoken, but I've seen him at events, but we've never ever spoken about the issue. He's never called to ask me about how I feel, how it went, what am I going to do afterwards. There was no, but as I said, I have mad love for him because he brought me to a country where there's mad opportunity. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. And from being here, I've done so much. I've made so much money. I've been able to employ over 100 workers within a period of time I've been here in Ghana. Apparently, on our show, it was a 6-hour show. There were 3 different DJs on there. So each of us do a segment. So from time to time, I will do mine, my colleagues will do theirs. So what usually happens is after I'll do my segment, if my colleague is not there, I will still go into their segment. But if it reaches a point and my colleague is not in the building or not around, then I'll put a recorded session to play. So that's what happened, and it was a practice that we've been doing for a long time. But on this particular occasion, when I done it, I got penalized for it, and then from there, that led to me being sacked from the radio station. Funny enough, I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. So even though I was brought in to come and DJ for a particular radio station, I also decided to do other businesses that I was doing in the UK. So I transferred my media house into Ghana. So as I was moving to do my DJing work, I also brought my media house company into Ghana with me, whereby I was operating from a location in Jolu. So as I was on the radio, I was also doing that together. So once I was taken off the radio, I went full into running the media house company. Another bad situation that also took place was the media house was situated in Jolu, and I was involved in printing services, video coverage, photography, t-shirt printing. But the location I picked was wrong for the business. So within that time I was there for about two to 3 years. The business failed. I made no money from there. Made absolutely no money because Jolu is a location. It's more of a residential area. I mean, it's not too much of a commercial place to put that kind of media company in there. And I hadn't done my research because I actually took the premises before I moved into Ghana, because I rushed. Yeah, I rushed into it. I just went there. So when I was in there, then I identified that if you want something to do with printing services or anything around t-shirt printing, photo printing, documents, you need to be in locations like Newtown, especially if you're in Accra. Yeah, that's like the hub of the printing services. So me being in Jolu was just was a big failure for my company. So that was another business that went down, but I never gave up. I learned so much from. I mean, the first thing was moving to being employed by an employer that brought me to the radio to work on a radio station. Now, that failed. Finding a business within an area called Jolu, where I put in my printing services company, and that also failed. So what I learned from it all is it's not just about coming in, not doing your research. Your research must be done. You need to have that force. You need to have that kind of like energy to keep you pushing. And I've always been a person, no matter what, I've always decided, no matter the obstacle, I'll still keep going. I'll still keep going. So obstacles like not knowing your location are one of the biggest challenges in Ghana. You need to know your location. You need to do your research before jumping into business. In 2014, I invested about 60,000 Ghana cedis without doing research of the area of trade I want to go into. And from that, my business failed. After that failed, I still kept going, as I keep doing. So from the radio, once the radio, I was sacked from the radio station, I approached another radio station and they took me on. So I was working there, but that was just a 2-hour show. It wasn't like my previous one. So I was doing the radio show. Then from there, I approached a nightclub, a new nightclub in Accra around the Nyaniba estate. they opened. Okay, they were about to open. So I approached them that I would like to work there as a nightclub promoter. Because they didn't really know me at the time, and they had just moved from Italy into Ghana, and this was their first business they were opening in Ghana. They told me that I should come in, work for a period of about 3 months, and they will use it to observe what I can do or what I can bring to the table. So I went in there as a DJ, and I was DJing in there for 3 months, free of charge. So after the 3rd month, then I went to the owner and I told him that, okay, prior to coming into the club, we had a conversation about me wanting to be the Friday night promoter or a promoter in the club. Now, he said he would use 3 months to observe my work. After the 3rd month, he was happy with my work and he took me on as the Friday night promoter. Once I started promoting the Friday night, we came to some terms. So as I was the Friday night promoter, the terms we came with was we would split the door takings, which was 50-50. So I would take 50%, the club would take 50%. And to be honest, I made a lot of money from that nightclub. I made a lot of money. And I would always like to say big maximum respect to the Plot 7 owners that, I mean, they took the chance. They had faith in me. And I went in there, I made a lot of money each and every Friday night. I mean, there was nights I would walk home with 8,000 Ghana cedis, 10,000, 12,000. That's each and every Friday night. And that was the money I made or used or saved to come and open my own lounge in Accra. It took me about 2 years to raise the capital before I came to open my own lounge. I always knew that the sun won't always shine. So I decided that, you know what, save the money and invest the money. And that has always been one of my ideas for a very long time, even before moving to Ghana. You have to always, even if you're not going to save the money, invest the money, because you never know what can happen. So after 2 years, I saw a business model around my area where I live. They were building a new premises. And within my area, there was no type of lounge, no type of contemporary lounge within the whole area. So I decided to take that challenge, take on a lounge and just do my own thing. Yeah, and then I done it and it worked, it took off. So opening my own lounge has been like a roller coaster. Now, why I say roller coaster, I've made a lot of money from the lounge, but also dealing with our people, dealing with my people has been one of the biggest challenges ever. From the employees to the clients to the wholesalers, there's so much ups and downs. It's like, I mean, I was born and bred in the UK. I've worked for companies like McDonald's. I've worked for companies like Argos. The system and how things are done in the United Kingdom and how things are done in Ghana is absolutely different. I mean, the mindset is different. So people do things absolutely different. I mean, somebody can call you, you've opened a business, and then one of your employees will tell you that, oh, sorry, it's raining, and outside my house is so muddy that I can't come out, so today I'm not coming to work. So there are so many challenges, there's so many things that attribute to some of the headaches in doing business in Ghana. But in saying that, Ghana is like a gold mine where you can make so much money if you put your mind to it, and you have to have a strong willpower. And one of the main things you need to have, and this is my belief and this is what I've learned, you need God in your business. You need to be very prayerful. I went to, a friend of mine invited me to an entrepreneur business course. It was a one-day course in East Legon. They invited me to come over. And the lady that was in charge of the course, one thing she mentioned to me or to us during the course, she said, if you're doing business this part of the world, you need to have God, or you need to be a very prayerful person. And I've learned so much from that. Yeah, I've learned so much from that. It's absolutely true. What made me stay in Ghana? One, the freedom. Yeah, you see, there's so much freedom in Ghana that you cannot get that type of freedom if you're in the United Kingdom. What made me stay in Ghana? Now, if I didn't stay in Ghana, I wouldn't have been able to build a big house with a swimming pool for me to walk around my house naked in the pool. I have a house in the United Kingdom. I have businesses, but I was always in like a cage. No matter the things you do in the United Kingdom, you can have a house, you can have a car, you can have business. But as a black man, you are always capped no matter what. There's like a ceiling level. So these were the type of things I've been through in the United Kingdom. Right, kept me going in Ghana. I kept on saying, you know what, I'm not going back to that. Because from time to time, every 3 months, 4 months, I go back to London to check on business. And when I go, I just feel like everything's just so small. So it's like you can't. There's no freedom to do what you feel like. Yeah, the energy is not there. Like being in Ghana. So these are some of the things that kept me going in Ghana. Yeah.
Ghana is home to over 2 million small and medium enterprises, the heartbeat of our economy. But only a few ever break through beyond their neighborhoods, beyond their streets, beyond their cities. That's why my business story exists, to give these everyday businesses the voice, visibility, and platform they need to succeed. If you believe in supporting local dreams and growing African businesses, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's tell their stories together.
Yeah, doing business in Ghana would always be profitable because I tried to open a lounge in United Kingdom. That was around 2006. And because of basic license issues, not following certain procedures, not being able to do certain stuff, within 9 months, 10 months, the business was closed down. Now, not to say the system doesn't work in Ghana, but in other words, there's an advantage to certain things in Ghana, but it's not really done, or it's not actually, there are certain procedures you need to take in the United Kingdom we don't actually do here. So we can actually use it to advantage in Ghana to just make money. Yeah, the lounge business is a profitable business, but you need to keep your eye on the ball. You need to keep your eye on the ball. You have to have certain measures in place. Running a lounge in Ghana or restaurant in Ghana is not a kind of business whereby you can say you're just going to be sitting at home and then you just leave it to your employees and just sit back. No, you need to have your eye on the ball at all times. You see, in Ghana, what I've realized is that, especially when it comes to employees, nobody really cares about you. Yeah, nobody really cares. So Ghanaian employees, from my experience and from my knowledge and from being in Ghana for, over 10 years now, being in the trade, Ghanaian employees are not really serious or do not take certain things into consideration. Usually during the time, they kind of just come in for a purpose. It's either they're there for the money or they're just there to get what they want. So you always need to be careful and have your eye on the ball at all times so that you can monitor so that you can maximize the best out of the company. Because there are times whereby I've had to go onto radio and I'll have to leave here. And then one of my players will there's like 2 hours to my radio show, they'll call me, I'm sorry, I've quit the job. And it's like, come on, how does that work? Why would you just call me like 2 hours before, or not even call? Some won't even call. Some will just stop work without giving notice, without telling you anything. So these are some of the challenges you need to always, try and overcome and try and be careful. Yeah, I've had so many of the customers, they'll come in, they'll look around, they'll be asking me questions. Oh, yeah, where did you get this done? Oh, how did you do this? And they'll be like taking pictures. Then all of a sudden, after a year or so, you see them opening the same kind of business about like 100, 200 meters away from you, and then be pulling the same customers, they'll be pulling. But sometimes I don't really see it as a disadvantage all the way. I mean, sometimes I feel like I have been able to create something, and it's about creating and sharing. If I was doing something wrong, I don't think that person would try and copy my idea. So, I mean, even though they were stealing some of my customers, yeah, we live and we learn. For a good running lounge, you can make about profits over 50,000 Ghana cedis. I mean net profit over 50 Ghana cedis a week you can make from a good running lounge, yeah. I would definitely advise anybody that would want to go into the lounge business in Ghana, because the hospitality industry is absolutely massive in Ghana. There are so many people that like going out to socialize, people that like drinking out, eating out. Gone are the days when people used to even cook at home. So these are the kind of advantages we have taken over. We've incorporated, not just coming to sit down and have a drink, have a meal. That's why, I have one of the best lounges in Achimota. Yeah, Achimota, Kwabenya, Dome area, whereby, you can come here, listen to good music. We have some of the best DJs I have personally trained, have some drinks, good food. And from that, as I said, the hospitality industry in Ghana is booming. And I can testify, I've made good money from this business I have right here. And from this business, I've been able to open a restaurant in Osu. And I'm not blowing my horns, but the restaurant in Osu is one of the best restaurants in the whole of Osu. I mean, we're a cafe, a bakery, and restaurant where we sell some of the best foods and, cakes, pastries. And it's from me building these kind of businesses like my lounge, having the vim, having the energy, having the strength, having that power having that force to keep pushing me. That's helped me just keep opening businesses. Now, my business in Ghana makes me more money than the business in UK. But I will have to say, the business in UK is less stress, because I can take the challenge and leave it with people to run the business. I've left there for a period of time and it's still going on. I can't take that challenge in Ghana. To leave my business with somebody over 10 years and just take that, you can't do that in Ghana. Yeah. So, as I said, I've made a lot of money, and comparing to Ghana and UK, I will still make more money. I have been making more money in Ghana as compared to UK. But UK is more safer. Lessons I've learned. 1, never back down. Keep pushing. Ghana is a place, it's not easy. As I said before, the mindset is different. So things that you tend to feel is, it should be something for somebody to just easily understand. It doesn't work like that. Have patience. You should have patience. Because Ghana as it is, things move very slow. Yeah, things move very, very slow in Ghana. So you need to have patience. Like, people don't work on deadlines. Yeah, if your time is 9, the person might be coming at 10 or 11. It's normal. It's normal. So don't be shocked or don't be surprised. Yeah. People will let you down in Ghana. I've psyched up myself. I'm always ready for letdown. I'm always ready for somebody to call me. I'm ready for my manager to call me today. FK, I can't work no more for you. I'm ready for it. I'm always ready for the negative, because it happens and it can happen out of the blue. So always have that willpower to keep doing, to keep moving. Because as I said before, Ghana is the place to make a lot of money. I've made a lot of money from the businesses I've formed in Ghana, and I feel other people out there can do the same. I've had so many failed businesses. I've had so many, because I like to try, because I'm a person that if I see something and I don't try it, and then I see somebody else doing it, and I'll say to myself, oh, I wish I'd done it. I wish I'd done it. I wish I'd done it. And that's not really part of my portion. So it's about trying it, getting into it. But one of the main things is it's not just about doing anything. You need to be passionate about what you're getting yourself into. Don't just say, okay, you want to open a lounge because you see FK open a lounge and you think that FK is making money, so you want to do it. Don't just try to be a photographer because you see that, oh, Kofi it has a camera and Kofi is making money. No, you have to have some type of passion, because, I mean, doing it with your eyes closed is what's about. I mean, doing it when you've put like 12 hours in there, you've put 24 hours in there, and you don't feel like you're doing a job. That's what it's about. Yeah, so you have to have that resilience to just keep going, to keep pushing, not stopping. As I said, I've done so many businesses that I have failed, but I keep going. Yeah, I keep going. Learning from my mistakes. That's one thing you have to also do. Don't just get in there just because, okay, that one didn't work. You want to go into learn from your mistakes. My lounge for the first 5 years went good. After the 6th, 7th year, it actually went down. Some clients went to open businesses within the same area. I was having challenges with my neighbor because of sound, court issues. So during that period of time when the business went down, I used that time to actually learn, to actually think, okay, what should I do? What should I put in place? What certain behaviors, what was I doing that wasn't right? How should I change? Because if you're not willing to change, you're just going to be on the same wavelength. So there needs to be a point whereby you're going to have to understand, you're going to have to discipline yourself to change this. You might not like it, but you have to change within the period of time. I mean, fashion trends also changes over the time. So you have to keep yourself updated. Yeah, you have to learn. You have to keep learning, keep learning. Go online, YouTube. You don't know how this is done. How do you do it? You don't know how to set this up. Keep learning, keep learning. That's another big thing to do. Keep learning, keep updating yourself. If you're in the United Kingdom, if you're in the United States, if you're in Germany, Australia, Japan, and you want to move to Ghana to come and do business, I strongly advise you to come. Take the risk, take the challenge, but certain things you need to put in place. If not, you're going to find so many, or come across so many hurdles. One, where to live, where you're living, your residential status needs to be put into place, because the way the residential business works in Ghana, you can rent a property today for a year. Maybe you're paying $5,000 for the year. The next year, it's not going to be $5,000. The landlord can decide he's moving it to $10,000. You see, landlords here work different. So you need to be careful, or you need to have your residential where you live. It's very key. Yeah, because if you don't put that into perspective, and you're not careful of where you live, the money or your capital will go so much into your residential that the money that you're supposed to use for your business is just going to go a chunk of it is going to go into your resident. And where you sleep and where you live is very important. So think about where you're going to live and transport. Try and invest in a little vehicle, because the transport system in Ghana is bad. Don't get me wrong, we have boats, we have Uber, we have Yango, but you need to save money. You need to save money. Money goes like water in Ghana. So you need to know how to put certain things into places like your house, a vehicle that can take you from A to B. So you wouldn't be spending on, Uber, on taxis, on trotro. Trotro ain't that much. Trotro is like a small minibuses. It's not that much, but the delays and the comfortability ain't that great. So you wouldn't really want to go through those headaches. We don't really have a train system in Ghana. So you can't decide, okay, I want to move from, airport to Kaswa. Let me go and take the underground. We don't have nothing like that here. So I strongly advise people to invest in something small that can take you from A to B. Because that will help you a lot. I would say the restaurant business, especially in Ghana, is easy to fail if you do not have certain procedures or certain principles put into place. I have been to so many restaurants. They don't even have a POS machine. They don't have a POS machine in there. Now, in all my businesses, I have a POS everywhere. Now, this POS, apart from me able to monitor my sales, it's also a system whereby it helps me to monitor my inventory, so I can know my stock. I can use it to monitor. So these are kind of certain things you need to put into place. I mean, if you don't have these stuff in place and your business fails, I mean, who else can you blame but yourself? I mean, from time to time, I have friends and family that moved to Ghana, and they moved back because of people. I mean, you would come across the funny people that will steal your money, that will do wrong things. But to be honest, we have some good people here. I have to put my hands up to them. We do have good people. But it's about finding them. It's about finding them. Gradually, you get to find them. You get to work with them. As I said, put things into place, certain procedures, certain principles, certain machinery need to be put into the company for you to monitor certain things. If not, that your business will fail. Over the period of about 10 years, I've employed over 100 people. Yeah, I've employed over so many people over the period of 10 years. Yes, I'm still a DJ. I play at weddings, parties, nightclubs and lounges. One of the best DJs. My DJ name is French Kiss DJ on all social media handles, French Kiss DJ. As I said before, every Friday, every Saturday, I'm a resident DJ at Soul Lounge in Osu. There's so many DJs, and there's also so many lounges. It's how are you going to brand yourself? How are you going to put yourself? Because the amount of money I make as a DJ, or the amount of money I make from my lounge, is nothing compared to what another DJ makes or another lounge owner makes. And it's because of my style. It's because the way I've branded my company, the way I've branded myself. So it's all about the branding, the marketing. And I said before, you have to be passionate about what you're doing. Don't become a DJ just because you feel DJing, there's money in DJing, so you want to become a DJ. No. Do you have love for music? Do you like to play music? Do you like to entertain a crowd? How do you entertain a crowd? Do you like to take requests? Do you get upset if somebody gives you a request? There's so many things involved. So it's how you take on as a DJ, how you brand yourself, that can differentiate you from one to another. And that would also translate into how much money you make. If you're a young person watching me, you're not working at the moment, but you don't know what to do. Take the chance. Find your passion. Now, don't straight away think about the money. Think about, okay, where you want to be in the future. Now, let me give you an example. There are certain DJ works or certain people I will go and work with, and in the beginning, I'll do the job for free. I'm not doing the job for free because I'm so eager or I don't have nothing to do. No, but I believe it's about building a business relationship. Let the employer get to know you. Sell yourself. You understand? Get involved, get the work done. Let them know, let them feel your skill. From that, there's no way you won't be offered a job opportunity. Yeah. So I've done so many previous works. I've done it for free, and I've been able to, gain work from it. I've been able to gain contract from it, and I've been able to, acquire so many things from it. So out to the young people out there, keep learning, keep pushing, keep updating yourself. There are minor courses you can learn. Go on there, go online, go and learn. But one thing you should always remember is have faith in yourself, no matter what. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you know what, you cannot do it. Don't let anybody tell you you're a failure. Because if you listen to some of my stories, as I said before, I've failed so many times. And you know what, in certain avenues, I will still continue to fail, but I will learn from it. And learning from a lot of my mistakes, I've become very successful, in opening my businesses, in making a lot of money. So don't back down, have faith, keep pushing, don't take no for an answer, no matter what. So if you want to contact me at any time, I'm either at FK Lounge. We're on our social media handle, it's FK Lounge GH. You can catch me also at Kimberries, my restaurant in Kimberries, my restaurant and bakery in Kimberries. That's in Osu. So it's Kimberries Cafe and Restaurant. All our social media handle is Kimberries Cafe and Restaurant. If you can't catch me there, you can catch me every Friday and Sunday at Soul Lounge. I'm the resident DJ, and I play some of the best music you can find. Some of the best. I'm not bragging, but I'm one of the best DJs, and you can catch me at Soul Lounge playing some of the best music. And that's also in the heart of Osu, right near Oxford Street. My telephone number in Ghana is 0558 100 700. If you want to talk at any time, if you want some advice on business at any time, I'm here. I'm free to talk. Come, let's talk. Let's do business. The money's here, right here in Ghana, man. Let's get it. My name is FK. I'm a DJ, producer, CEO of FK Lounge, CEO of Kimberries Cafe, and CEO of FK Hair Lounge. And this is my business story.
Thanks for watching today's episode of My Business Story. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone chasing their own dream. Subscribe for more real stories from entrepreneurs across Ghana and beyond, because every business has a story and yours could be next. See you in the next one.